Okay, welcome back everyone to another episode of the first inning. This is the BX Bomber 2011, also known as BX Bomber NYC. For this channel, this is the second channel. But I want to be known as the BX Bomber NYC from now on, so I'm going to go with that. I'm going to leave the 2011 out, but that channel is still going to be the main channel for streaming baseball and all that stuff. But we're going to talk about the off season and bring back the first inning radio show. We actually used to be a radio show. Me and Roger, the big Yankee fan, we started the first inning radio show on college radio right before the pandemic hit. 2018, 2019, we had the radio show on college radio. So and then the pandemic took the radio station apart, so the first inning was left to YouTube. So now with this channel, we are bringing back the first inning on YouTube, the first edition. So on this edition, we're going to be talking about the Yankee off season and baseball to come. So on the first topic that we have today, let me get rid of this. Hold on a second. The first topic of today. Oh, remember this? I want to show you this great video before we start talking baseball. I love this video. Let's go to the beginning of this. Let me see. No, I don't want that first. Let me go back. Okay. Let's start with the main topic. Everybody wants to talk about this topic right here. Where will they pursue? What will their pursuit of Juan Soto look like? So at this point in time, when you heard the interview of when the Yankees lost the World Series, Game 5 at Yankee Stadium, he didn't sound too happy. And he didn't sound like he wanted to come back to the Yankees, first of all. So that is something we're going to have to watch. The Soto won $700 million. I don't even think the Yankees are going to pay him that money. But at this point in time, he was everything for the Yankees at this point. So it would be sad to see Soto go. Now, a quick resolution should be expected. Remember, Scott Brojas has a good relationship with the Yankees for the past 30 years. A-Rod and all these people with Scott Brojas' manager, and he's basically the top MLB manager. You know what I mean? So it's rumored the target number of at least $600 million people want Soto, and it hasn't scared off any potential suitors. $600 million, I think the Yankees could do that. $700 million, I don't know. But remember, he is 26 years old. And should the Yankees retain Soto, he'll surely become a club's highest paid player, surpassing Aaron Judge's $40 million annual salary. But that's crazy though, because how they gonna pay him more than the captain? You know what I mean? But at this point, if he's 26 years old, I would give him a 13-year contract. 12, 11-year contract, more than 10 years, I would give him. Because for that, I think Aaron Judge has another 8 more years with the Yankees. Garrett Cole has now 5 years. We're going to talk about Garrett Cole's bitch ass. And so the Yankees have a lot of work to do. We're going to talk about the bullpen, all this stuff continue, but the Yankees have a lot of work to do and a lot of money to spend. If they broke asses going to spend the money, because you know Cashman and Hal Steinbrenner, they some cheap ass niggas. So let's see what happens with that. But let me get rid of this and go into the next topic. This is another thing here. Will Aaron Boone return as manager of the New York Yankees? And everybody's like, yeah, this and that, blah, blah, blah. I say no. I say Aaron Judge should be fired from the Yankees. And here's why. How many times, did we forget the 2024 season? Did we forget the season? How many times Aaron Boone has lost the game himself? How many times? How many times did he bring in Clay Holmes, knowing that Clay Holmes blows the game in important situations? Clay Holmes blew over 10 games and still put him in. And then once we get to when we get to September, now he wants to change him after 5 months of losing with this guy? Come on, man. In my opinion, I think it's time for Aaron Boone to be up. The way he lost the World Series as well, this idiot Baba Boone, he's gonna bring in Nestor Cortez in the bottom of the 9th inning in the World Series to blow the game. Hello. What games are you watching? What Yankee game did you watch? We had Tim Hill, Weaver, all kind of people back there. At that point in time of game 1, the bullpen of the Yankees was undefeated. They weren't giving up no runs, no nothing. And you bring in a guy that hasn't pitched in I don't know how many months to blow the game. You have to be out of your mind, bro. We had that game 1. Game 2. We had game 2-1 as well. Tied the game up. The Yankees could have won that game. The Yankees could have swept in the World Series. But no. They bring in... Who blew that game? I forgot who blew that game right now off the top of my head, but they're going to bring in a guy that throws only change-ups. Blew the game. So, the deadline for Aaron Boone's option will be Saturday, November 9th. As of the recording of this video. November 9th, 2024. They shouldn't pay him no money at all. They better not give him no extra money, no nothing. That, in my opinion, they should get rid of his ass. Oh, when Garrett Cole was pitching in the World Series, they only let him pitch 88 pitches. Who takes out Garrett Cole? Who takes out the main ace of your team with 88 pitches? And he was dominating that World Series, Game 2. Dominating. And he lost that game because of Aaron Boone. You hear it here first. Let's go on to the next topic. 5 questions the Yankees have to ask themselves this year. This is another big question the Yankees have to ask themselves. What is going on with the right side of the infield? With Rizzo and Gabriel Torres now free agents, the Yankees are beginning to consider how the 25-man roster, including infield, will look like. And it might be markedly differently. The club declined to make a qualifying offer to Torres, making it likely that he'll land elsewhere in free agency. Nobody cares. I am so sick of Gabriel Torres already. I gave him the benefit of the doubt. You know, I said, you know what? Just let him play. He doesn't get hurt. He's reliable sometimes. But the base running mistakes on the field all year were horrible, man. How many times he messed up base running for no reason? Dropping the ball at second. All kind of stupid stuff. You know? So in my opinion, I think we say goodbye to Gabriel Torres. And Anthony Rizzo, he's another one that has to go as well. In my opinion, let Anthony Rizzo walk. He did nothing for the team all year. He got hurt every year he played as a Yankee. Never played a full year. And he's just slow at this point in time. He doesn't have a bat. His glove is questionable now. And he should have got that out in Game 5 of the World Series. That was a play that he should have made. And he didn't. And Cole was rocked. 10 runs, whatever the hell it was. In my opinion, let Rizzo go. And they should just bring up Ben Rice. Bring up Ben Rice as the first baseman of the Yankees. That's what they need to do. Bring up Ben Rice. He could hit home runs. He could play the field. I mean, he's younger. And Ben Rice could stay there for a while. You know, and grow at first base. So, it is what it is. Anthony Rizzo, Gabriel Torres, take your chances in free agency because you guys were horrible. Terrible. But Gabriel Torres did come around when they started batting him first in the lineup, but still, he was non-existent at all. Let's go on to the next topic. We're going to talk about the bullpen now. Will they rebuild the bullpen? That's another big question the Yankees have to ask themselves. How will they rebuild the bullpen? Now, let me read this to you. With Tim Hill, Clay Holmes, goodbye, never come back, and let that doorknob hit your ass on the way out. Hallelujah. And Tommy Kahnle, the one that throws 1,000 changeups, are all now free agents. Tim Hill, he needs to come back as a Yankee. That dude was great. He's a submariner. He was the submarine, and he did well coming out of the bullpen. Tommy Kahnle, he's been hurt. He's not reliable. I would look for somebody else to get. And the Yankees have a lot of questions and that marks in the late innings. So let me read the rest of it here. It was an easy call to pick up Luke Weaver. You got to bring back Luke Weaver. Luke Weaver has to be the closer for next year on the Yankees. $2.5 million option for 2025. A relative good bargain in the marketplace, but they actively looking for more. Now, left-hander Tanner Scott will be near the top of the wish list. The Yankees attempt to trade for Scott in July when we went instead from the Marlins to the Padres. So that's one guy they might pick up there, Tanner Scott. He's pretty good. He did well this season, so maybe he'll do better as a Yankee. But at this point in time, a lot of players don't want to play on the Yankees. That's another thing, too. Being traded is one thing, but signing a contract as a free agent and going somewhere is another thing. And a lot of these players, they don't want to play as a Yankee because they know the team sucks and they choke. You know what I mean? So these are the free agents here. These are the free agents, notable free agents for this off-season. Andrew Chafin, Aroldis Chapman. I don't even know how he's still playing. Tim Hill, they got to bring back. Tanner Scott, they trying to get. And then look at all the right-handers. But I think the Yankees should stack up on left-handers instead of right-handers. They should get more lefties than righties. That's another thing they should do as well. But David Robinson, how old is that guy? He must be like 40 years old already. He ain't gonna. I think that might be his last hurrah. Him and Aroldis Chapman suck. But from this list right here, Tanner Scott looks good. Tim Hill, you know. Kenley Jensen, that's another good one. Jeff Hoffman. You know, these are good relievers here. But I would try to get more lefties. I would try to get more lefties than righties. Because it seems like, you know, the Yankees don't have a lot. The Yankees never have a lot of lefties for some reason. I don't know what it is, but it's just them. Let's go on to the next. Talk about Luis Gil. Now here it is. You'll see it. Right-hander Luis Gil has been selected as Baseball Digest 2024 American League Rookie of the Year. The publication announced on Thursday. Now Gil finished ahead of the Orioles' Carlton Krauser and the Athletics' Mason Miller. That's another good one too, Mason Miller. And in AL voting, which is comprised of 11-person panel of baseball writers and broadcasters. The Pirates' Paul Shakins was selected as Baseball Digest National League Rookie of the Year. The Rookie of the Year award winners will be announced on November 18th on MLB Network. Probably at 7 p.m. around there sometime. So look out for that. They got the Gold Glove winners and all that. No Yankee was a Gold Glove winner. They're going to have the Silver Slugger award winners. I believe Volpe, Judge, Soto has gotten the Silver Slugger. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what it is. So, you know, the Yankees have a lot of work, man. I mean, Luis Gil, he should be, you know, starting all year next year, man, because Luis Gil did great when Garrett Cole was gone. You know, he held the team down. He really did. Him, Clark Smith did until he got hurt. But I think the Yankees should trade guys like Nestor Cortez. Get rid of Nasty Cortez. They shouldn't even call him Nasty no more, period. Just call him Nestor Cortez. That's it. And get rid of him. I would trade Nestor for another guy. Keep Luis Gil. And get another. The Yankees have to get another starting pitcher. A big starting pitcher they have to get. Because it seems like starting rotation in the playoffs was horrible, man. Anthony Rendon, he's all right, but it looked like he couldn't last in the playoffs. You know, even though he pitched well, but he struggled, like any other pitcher will. But Rendon, he proved himself. He proved himself as a good pitcher. So the Yankees will have Cole, and Garrett Cole is a big biatch for even talking about opting out of his contract. He's a little bitch for even talking that. Oh, I'm gonna opt out of my contract. Why are you even talking about opting out of your contract? I thought you was a Yankee fan forever. Tomorrow, forever, to whatever the stupid sign said. Right? Come on, man. He's a bozo for that, man. If you wanted to be a Yankee forever, you would have told the media, yo, I'm not talking about that. I don't want that in the news. I'll talk to Cashman when I get to spring training. That's stupidity. But you're going to opt out of your contract a week after the World Series? Are you kidding me? Not even. A few days after. It's a few days after the World Series he did that. Trying to opt out of his contract. Why? Why? You want to get traded? You don't want to be here no more? I thought you wanted to be a Yankee for life, Garrett Cole. I guess you want to be now, right? But I think Garrett Cole is a crybaby. He's one of those players that act like the coach's son. You know. Have you ever played Little League? And the coach has a son that thinks he's better than everybody, and he gets emotional and all this stupidity. That's Garrett Cole for you, man. And I lost all respect for that dude, man, because how you gonna opt out of your contract 3 or 4 days later after the damn World Series is over, and then you're gonna sign your 5th year like it's all good? And like I said before, you shouldn't even be talking about opting out of no contract or any of that, because you wanted to be a Yankee for life. Yankee fan today, Yankee fan tomorrow, stupid ass sign. So I think he's a little bitch for that, for doing that. A real Yankee would have been like, you know what? I get it. My contract has a thing going on right now, but I'm not worried about that. I'm going to be a Yankee no matter what. So we'll get that resolved, whatever, but I ain't opting out of anything, and I'm going to be here. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's move on to the next one. Garrett Cole. And we're going to talk about Garrett Cole right here. So, Garrett Cole continues to live his childhood dream each day, that he can call himself the ace of the Yankees. A valuable relationship that both he and the club hope to continue through the remainder of his playing career. So then why are you bitching about opting out of your contract? So after triggering, look at the word. After triggering a contractual opt-out, you read it for yourself. This past weekend, what is it, 3 or 4 days after the World Series has ended? They could have made him a free agent. Read this. After triggering a contractual opt-out this past weekend, that could have made him a free agent. You are a bitch, Garrett Cole. For real, you are. Cole and the Yankees agreed to continue with their deal as it was originally constructed, meaning that the right-hander is still signed to a contract with $144 million remaining through 2028. Wow. So he has 4 more years on his contract, looking for a 5th one. Like I said before, if you wanted to be a Yankee with your stupid ass sign, today a Yankee, to Yankee forever, blah, 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 bullshit, you're going to trigger an opt-out? Why? Why would you do that? Nobody sees that? Nobody sees that? No sports people, nobody's talking about this but me? Nobody sees that? That he acted like a little bitch? For trying to make himself a free agent? Come on, man. I lost all respect for Garrett Cole, man. I don't give a shit what he do. He better win another. He better take us back to the World Series and win the World Series and run to first base. Then he can have my respect back. For real, for real. Let's get into the next one. Do I have anything else? That's all I got there. But we did make it to the championship. You know, we did make it this far, y'all. We did make it to the World Series. That was game 3. I like your party. Let me show you another one. But it is what it is, man. Check out John Sterling signing autographs out there. Let me get rid of this. Show you John Sterling real quick. John Sterling, y'all. But if you have any questions, let me know before I end this stream. Yankees. But I'd like to thank you for watching. Always remember, the conversation doesn't stop. Just comment below and we'll answer your questions. And thank you for watching, y'all. This has been the BxbomberNYC. And we'll be back live with another one when we have more content to talk about. Thank you for watching. See ya.